And just like that, we are live. And ladies and gentlemen, I got a little spicy show for you. And I guess if you're in the world of book talk or something like that, maybe that means something totally different, which is not what I mean. I don't, I scheduled the show. My wife is like, that means something different to a lot of people. You should maybe think that again. I go, no, I'm just going to put it. It's maybe to give me some clicks and views from the book talk world. I don't know. Anyway, so tonight I'm running solo. This is not a Creating Daily show. Just to make it a little bit of an announcement up front, I'm kind of moonlighting that show, if you will. I've actually had that show for a really long time, and it's been a live show. It's been a podcast. It's been both. And I think I just finally decided, like, I'm just going to let that thing, I'm just going to say bye to Creating Daily. I love the name of the show. I think that's why I always wanted to keep it. And I love bringing people on, other creators. And want to thank Chrissy Fryrose and Matt Haas for always being down to go live with me and talk about all this stuff, which we will still continue to do live shows together. I'm sure of it. But I will admit that I am not always on top of the game. And so for me to ask two people to show up every week and be on my show and I not completely be ready for the show is not just, it's unfair. Anyway, so I'm going to moonlight that show. I'm just going to make that decision right now here live on the air. I'm going to just put it, I'm just going to bye-bye. We'll see you later. We'll see you later, Creating Daily. So anyway, tonight's show, it's not really an episode. It's my feelings got hurt. I'm going to be honest. My feelings got hurt. Now, if you've known me for 5 seconds and we've ever talked about anything business or Amazon influencer or product demo videos or any of that stuff, then you know kind of where I sit, where I am not platform first. I am brand first. I am brand deal first. I am not platform first. So I am not really, moving in a way that I care what Amazon is doing or any other platform that pays is doing. And by the way, I'm monetized on Facebook now, so that's always fun. So if you're watching over there, feel free to give me a little thumbs up or something, or say hi in the chat, or share this, or whatever you have to do. I don't really know. It's all new to me, and I'll share some of those results with you as well. But when it comes to the Amazon Influencer Program in particular, I'm really not, I'm not really platform first. I'm really working with brands to do what I call my low ticket, high frequency business model. And I've talked about it a million times. If you follow me at all, you know my whole business model. It is to work with brands in the budget that they present, that they have, and just make money in the workflow. And so that has been my business model for 4 years. I've literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this model. I just did the math a couple of days ago and was like, oh, wow, yeah, this is real money. I've been doing this, for 4 years, and it's been great. I have a steady stream of product. I have a steady stream of clients. And not only do I make money from those low ticket, high frequency deals, but I also make money from the platform. Now, I'm not one to throw away maybe money. I just don't rely on maybe money. And that's kind of the whole, model that I have, is like, don't rely on the platform. Don't rely on maybe money. However, I don't really throw mud at you if you do. I just like, cool, whatever. I mean, I would debate it all day that it's not a great business strategy. Maybe is it even a business at all? That's to be debated. Okay. And so I get it. I go hard in the paint, and that's okay. And it's totally fine. It's no, whatever. We're just having fun, right? Everybody's in this game. We're, building a community of people in that space, in the space that I play in the space I believe in, of like low ticket, high frequency, Amazon influencers. There's all kinds of communities for those as well, who just want to show up, make videos, make money off the platform, and be like platform first, which is totally fine. And so not being platform first, but I still obviously am playing in that space. So I want to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on. And so I subscribe to a lot of content. I subscribe to a lot of newsletters and of other people in the space, of other voices in the space, especially in the Amazon influencer space, because I don't really keep up to date with what's going on over there. I'm posting videos, and I'm working with brands, and I'm leveraging certain aspects of the platform to build those relationships. Okay, so I'm not really keeping up, but I'm getting newsletters, I'm getting other stuff. And so this newsletter comes across my email, and I think the title of it or something was Treat Amazon Like a Business. Okay, great new idea. We've talked about this forever. Like, everyone's always like, treat content like a business, treat Amazon like a business. Not a new concept, but still a good reminder. And I totally was like, sure, I'm in. And I was in for most of this email. And then I came across this line that was talking about, first of all, it was kind of talking about dollar per hour and kind of knowing your dollar per hour. And I don't totally agree as a business owner that that's a good practice. I'm more of like, what does my week look like? What is my month? What is my daily, maybe even daily average? Like, what is my daily average that I'm averaging? But really, I'm interested in months and years as far as income. Am I hitting those goals that I'm trying to hit? Maybe the quarter or whatever. But either way, if you want to count hours and you want to have like what I would call an employee mindset when it comes to your business, that's totally up to you. So anyway, they're talking about dollars per hour. And then they said, this will help you turn down, and I quote, and this is what hurt my feelings, the lame brand deal, already hurt, that eats an afternoon for $20. That was the line out of this newsletter. The lame brand deal that eats an afternoon for $20. Now, there's no shame in my game. I have made a lot of money doing $20 deals at frequency. I always say that, at frequency, and I make money in the production workflow. In the workflow, I can push buttons, change cameras, and make a video in the time that it takes me to make the video. And even recently in this Facebook group, which this person is in, surprise, they're in this group. Like, if you don't like these brand deals so much that you call them lame, then why are you in my community is my first question. Maybe I'll ask them that, okay? But anyway, so that's the first thing is like, why are you here if you don't think this is a good strategy? Which I don't think there's a great strategy for any business. I think there's great strategies that work for people in business. It's like my business strategy is not going to work for Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy's business strategy is not going to work in my business, in my lifestyle. And so I think we have to have a little bit of grace for each other and give each other space to kind of figure out what we want to do and how we want to do it. And so this one word, lame, it's like somebody calling me lazy. I'm triggered by this word lame for some reason. So it says this lame brand deal that eats up an afternoon for $20. And at first I'm like, yeah, I totally agree with that. If you are doing a brand deal, even if you're doing it frequency, so you have a client, they're going to pay you $20 a video or whatever, $20 a product, I'll say that. I cover all that in my playbook. If you're like $20 video, $20 a product, there's a huge difference. And you should know what the difference is because you'll leave a lot of money on the table. But when you're talking about making a $20 video and it takes up a whole afternoon, it's not the $20, it's the production workflow. And by the way, if your production workflow to make a $20 video or $50 or $100 or $150 or $200, whatever, my low ticket, in my mind, low ticket is anywhere from like $5-10 to like $500. That's pretty low ticket in the video space, but with the right workflow, you can make money. And actually, speaking of dollars per hour, I posted this in my Facebook group, which you're more than welcome to go check out. I think it's going to be linked somewhere around here. But I actually talk about how I made $1,300 per hour doing this low ticket, high frequency business model. So it's like math is math, and however you want to do it is like fine. There's always an argument to be made. So anyway, if it takes you an afternoon to make a $20 video, it probably is going to take you an afternoon to make a free video, or to make a video that you paid $150 for the product. So I don't really understand this like mentality of, well, you shouldn't do a $20 brand deal because it's going to eat up an afternoon. It's only going to eat up an afternoon if you are not good with making videos and you have a production workflow that is terrible. Then sure, this is going to be a bad deal for you. If you are a person who is consistently taking an hour, 2 hours to make a video for Amazon or whatever, it's like, this is not going to work for you. Like a low ticket, high frequency deal is not going to work for you. And that's one of the first things that I always cover with people is if you don't have the workflow, you're not going to make money with this process. But it's interesting to me as well, because in this same email, right after this line, it goes into several ways how you can spend money by buying tools. You want to buy this, you want to buy that, you want to get a VA, you want to get software. And I'm going, wait a minute, like you're telling me one revenue stream that is revenue coming in is bad. Don't do that. But then you're telling me that another revenue stream going out, an expense, is now good. Now, I'm not saying that these softwares aren't good. I personally pay for software. I pay for a lot of software. I pay for what the software I shoot my videos on. That's why I can shoot them so quick, is ECAMM Live, or ECAMM. I think they've rebranded. So it's now ECAMM. I pay for ECAMM. It's the best invoice I pay every year. I say it all the time. It's my number one invoice that I pay. I pay for Oink. I love Oink. Oink is awesome. Oink has made me a lot of money. Oink is my go-to software. There's other stuff out there, Viral View, whatever. I'm not opposed to paying for any software. I'm opposed at not understanding the game and trying to say the game that other people are playing is wrong, and deal shaming people. I've talked about this a million times. And it's not lame. It's a shame. It's a shame that we will just kind of throw blanket statements out here as a voice in these communities, as like, hey, you need to be turning down these $20 brand deals. You're going to eat up an afternoon. Like, what's the difference? Like, it's the production that is the difference. And if you don't have good production, then you're not probably going to close those 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $500 deals anyway. So it's like, I wouldn't even really worry about it. If you are not producing quality content quickly, then that model is just not going to work for you. And so that's what kind of got me sideways a little bit while I was like watching this, because I'm like, you know what, that makes sense to me. Like, if it's taking you a whole afternoon to make $20, like, that's crazy. But like, I have a brand right now, and they're doing frequency. So they're sending me like 25 products at a time at $28. It's going to take me 2 hours to make the video. Like, do the math. It's good money. And that doesn't include what I'm going to make off Amazon. That doesn't include what I'm going to resell the product for. And so I think before we start throwing mud at different strategies or different whatever, you have to, one, understand the workflow. You have to understand the mentality, and you have to, be at a position where you've actually done it and failed at it. And just to say it's bad. Because if you actually did the system, you actually worked it, and you actually tried it, then that's when you can say, hey, this doesn't work. Like, I don't beat up on product research, and I don't beat up on investing in products, because I have not done product research investing. Well, actually, the product research thing, I got a little hack for that. But the investing in products, I only invest in products that I want. I only invest in products that I'm okay to, quote unquote, lose money on. So that is where, I'm a little bit different than most people. I don't really spend money to make money, especially on products. I'm working closely with brands to do low ticket, high frequency. So anyway, and I do research those products to make sure they're a good fit. It's part of my negotiation strategy. So anyway, that's all included in my playbook, which you can check out. So the afternoon, that's bad. The $20 with the right workflow, I think you're fine. I think you're totally fine with doing that. And once again, if you want to calculate dollars per hour, I'll put my dollar per hour against anyone else's dollar per hour with the production model that I have, and to say that I can come right beside of them and create better quality content quickly and put it on repeat. And that's the difference. Is like, can you do this, and can you put it on repeat and have clients coming over and over and over and over for you to do their product every single week, every single month, every single year? I literally have clients I've worked with for 4 years in a row. I'm doing a deal right now with a cell phone company. So they're cell phone like accessories. So any new cell phone that comes out on the market, I have a deal with them. They send me a ton of their stuff, and I can produce their videos in about 2 minutes, start to finish. And it's very easy. We work together for a long time. And so over time, I've just dialed in exactly what they want. There's no big briefing sheets. There's none of that stuff, not at this price point. And so I don't want Amazon influencers in particular to like look at this model and go, well, that's bad because somebody in the space said it's bad, and then follow that up with affiliate links right underneath it. Like, that's crazy to me. So anyway, I'm pushing back against this pretty hard, because I feel like there's a lot of Amazon influencers and content creators who are leaving money on the table. And what you're doing is you're building this muscle, you're building this system, you're building the reps to like start low, and then you can build your reputation. So I've used the reputation I've built in this industry. I've created over 4,500 paid collaborations, 4,800, almost 4,900 brand deals, and I am now leveraging that experience for high ticket deals. I'm leveraging that experience to negotiate different opportunities that are not in the Amazon world. So if you want to really build a business and you want to treat it like a business, then you have to come at it like a business owner and say, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm not just going to rely on the maybe money. And by the way, Amazon at the time of making this video, if you go just refresh product pages, every single person on the carousel is different every single time. So it's like, how is that building anything? You cannot scale that. You can guess all you want as an Amazon influencer, but the fact is the only control you have in that business is to hit the upload button. That is it. That's all you have. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if they say make longer videos, shorter videos, bright lights, no lights. I don't care what they say. I don't care what I say. It is upload the video and hope that it makes sense. Now, we're hoping that with Amazon doing all this refresh and the carousel's new, we're hoping that they're actually going to spit out some data to us and go, hey, this is what we're actually looking for. This is what actually converts. This is what actually we want you to be doing. They haven't done that in a long time. They did that once, with vertical stuff before and put out some incentives and all that stuff. But anyway, the whole point is that's Amazon's game. That's not my game. So I'm not going to go over there and pretend like I can help you scale and grow and all that stuff. That's why I gave up on that. 4 years ago, I kind of saw the writing on the wall when I was making all kinds of money and then not making money. And then I made less money my second year than my first year. I go, this is not a business I can scale. But I've made more money every single year that I've been in the program because of brand deals, because I'm able to scale. So when people are scratching their heads going, oh my God, what's Amazon doing? I don't care. I just go, I need more money. I'll do more brand deals. I need more money. I'll reach out to companies. I need more money. I have ways to reach out to companies and do more deals with them and to get compensated to do the work and do the product videos. So I get pretty heated about this because I see so many gurus who, first of all, haven't been around very long. Okay. So, I mean, we're talking like maybe 24 months or 36 months, like 2 or 3 years. Like, trust me, I've been here for 5 years. I know people who've been in the program longer, and they're all the time like, yeah, dude, this is what happens in these programs. I just got monetized on Facebook. Am I dropping everything to just now make tons of content for Facebook? Absolutely not. Like, there's not a chance. Now, if I can grow it over time and turn it into something where I can work with companies or brands or whatever, sure, I'm working with companies right now to make ads, and they're going to run ads, and then we got a couple deals like that. So that get paid a couple different ways. So that's one way of doing it. That's working with brands, leveraging platforms. So if this is something that you have thought about doing, but then you get emails like I got, where it's like, well, these brand deals are lame. Don't do these brand deals. I've made a lot of money doing these lame brand deals, okay? And I don't want you, just like I don't want to tell you, don't do product research, don't spend your money. Though I think there's other ways to make money that's like easier with not spending a dollar. 100%. I've been doing them for 4 years. But I'm not going to tell you not to do that because I don't want you to miss out on an opportunity to make money. And it's unfortunate that this is being told out there so many times by so many different people. And once again, if you follow my channel, if you follow me anywhere, you know where I stand on this. And I'm not saying it's a business model for everyone, but I'm saying for somebody who's new, the small audience, not truly an influencer, which a lot of Amazon influencers are not truly influencers, myself included, then this is a really good opportunity with the right workflow to make a lot of money and to build business that will last years and years when the program changes, when the algorithm changes, when the carousel comes and goes, when your products get, product videos, when the products get deleted, when the products are no longer there. I just did a storefront audit not too long ago. Over 1,000 products of my 4,800 not there. That's a quarter of the work that I've done that I relied on Amazon to help me promote, to help me make money on, no longer exist. I made money on every single one of those. Thousands and thousands of dollars on every single one of those. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm getting fired up about this. I'm getting fired up about it because I don't want you to walk away from a potential opportunity because somebody in the space, a voice in the space just has no clue. And that's exactly what this email was. It's like, you got no clue what you're talking about and you shouldn't talk about it. And just like I don't talk about how to scale Amazon because I don't care about scaling Amazon. I think it's bad business to try to just focus all your eggs in Amazon's basket. I think is a horrible idea. I don't teach that. I don't do that. And I don't really beat up on it too much to say that you shouldn't, because I still make a lot of money from Amazon and I still appreciate it. I'm still grateful for the opportunity, but I know if Amazon goes away, I know if they kick me out of the program, I know if the carousel goes away, they delete all my videos, my account goes poof, which we've seen hundreds of times, then I have a business where I create product demo videos for sellers online, for e-commerce sellers. And I can just change my offer, and I own my email list, and I can just change my offer. Okay, so anyway, that's all I wanted to say. That's my rant. That's where my feelings were hurt when it comes to brand deals. But other than that, I get a little hoarse. Other than that, I've just been hanging out. I've been buying dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and my son and I have been playing in this little area here in Puerto Rico. It's like Borinquen. It's on the West Coast, and it's super sick. There's like a ton of trails and all that. So we've been hanging out, having fun, doing all that kind of stuff. And I had a lot more talking points on this topic that hurt my feelings, but I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to put it out there, let it be what it is. Don't let other people control streams of revenue that come into your world, and don't knock it till you try it. It doesn't have to be just because you do it today that you have to do it forever. Like, give it a shot. Give a low ticket, high frequency a shot. Modify your workflow. Modify your production workflow. Give these things an opportunity. And if it doesn't work for you, it just doesn't work for you. You don't have to do everything forever. Like I tell people all the time, just because you start a podcast or you start a YouTube channel or you start doing the Amazon Influencer Program or you start TikTok or you start whatever, you're not married to it. You can quit anytime you want. If it doesn't make sense, if you get into it and you go, this doesn't make sense for me, I don't like this, then just don't do it. But then do everyone else a favor and just go, hey, it didn't work for me, but you should try it anyway. That's what I do. And trust me, I don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. I don't have to have all the answers. Actually, I've made a lot of money from being a fly on the wall. I made a lot of money from Success Leaves Clues. And I just pull out my little magnifying glass and I go look for clues. And I figure out, like, this is what this person did. How can I take that, make it my own, switch it up? How can I cheat off their paper and figure it out? You know, it's like maybe you're paying 4 people to do product research for you. Great. I'm not going to pay 4 people. I see you're doing great product research. I'll see you on the carousel. It's like there's so many ways to make money online. There's so many ways to do it. Now, is it easy? No, it's work. Every bit of this is work. It just depends on what kind of work that you want to do. So anyway, that's my rant. That's what I was getting spicy about. So we'll talk about it more and more as we go. And maybe I'll have Chrissy or Matt come on again on the show. But I just want to encourage you, give it a try. Whatever you're thinking of, whatever ideas you have, whatever you see that people say that they're doing, take a little deep dive. Take 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and just test it out and see if it works for yourself. And if you need help with it, let me know. If you're like, I just don't understand the low ticket, high frequency brand deal, I put it all in my playbook. You can just go to billythorpe.live. It's $47. It's insane. Actually, people in my community are like, I can't believe you did $47. Like, it's crazy the amount of information you put in. I put everything in there. Every single thing that I've ever done, all the scripts, negotiations, the way I think about stuff, the mindset, everything is in there. So if you have no clue where to start with brand deals and you're thinking like, man, this guy's so full of crap, go spend $47. And if you're like, I didn't get any value from this, I say that. No value, full refund. That's what I tell everyone that. If you buy my workbook and you say I got nothing from it, and you can look me in the eyes and go, not one thing you said in there brought any value, I'll give your money back. I do not care about that, because I just want people, creators, Amazon influencers, business people to understand the opportunity in a low ticket, high frequency business model. And it doesn't have to be complicated. And it's not rocket science. Trust me. I'm a high school dropout. Like, trust me, I can help you. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. That's what I'm saying. If I can do it, you can do it. So I just want to encourage you, don't believe everything you read in newsletters and hear from gurus, because more than likely they just don't know. And that's okay. And they don't know, but they're in my community. So maybe they'll learn. Hope this helps. We'll talk to you later.